Welcome to part 7 of a 7-part series called Vendasta Uncensored, a complete guide and honest review from their ex-head of marketing. I'm that ex-head of marketing, Devin Hennig. From 2012 to 2020, I wore a variety of hats at Vendasta, including Director of Marketing and Vice President of Demand Gen. Lucky for you, that's not what this series is about. This is a deep dive into Vendasta itself. I'm going to give you a detailed tour and my honest, unbiased opinions about the technology, the team, the pricing, the alternatives, the customer support, and more. Also, if you're more of a bookworm than a binge watcher, good news. I've written out the entire thing and put it into a single article on my website. Check out the link in the description below. In this episode, I drop the gloves to give you my personal, unbiased opinions about everything Vendasta. I'll tell you what I like, what I don't like, and what I would do if I ran my own agency. Let's get to it. Here is my full, uncensored Vendasta review. There is no such thing as a perfect platform. These are the pros and cons as I see them. Vendasta pros. Overall value. The dimes you'd save from going direct instead of using Vendasta's marketplace are less than the dollars you'll spend on CRMs and other marketing tools that Vendasta throws in for free. Plus, Vendasta negotiates favored pricing for its partners, and in cases like G Suite, it's actually cheaper to use Vendasta. Focus on local. Everything Vendasta builds is dedicated to helping local businesses. It's in the DNA of their software. From all the ways you can handle locations to the preloaded marketing content to reporting focused on helping SMBs. Robustness. Vendasta is 13 years old and counting. It's robust as hell. There are 200 plus solutions in the marketplace, multiple user types and control centers, and tons of settings for white label configuration. Rest assured, you can bend it to your will. Rate of innovation. There are so many releases happening regularly, it'll make your head spin. Some partners complain that it's too hard to stay updated. Boo-hoo. The constant stream of features and innovation is great. True partnership. Unlike their competition, Vendasta does not sell directly to local businesses. That means they won't compete with you or use your data for their own sales purposes. Whenever someone asks internally about selling direct, it's shut down faster than a college campus on a holiday weekend.
That's it, party's over!
Executive team. The C-suite at Vendasta is savvy, driven, and innovative. They've navigated COVID without any layoffs, and they care deeply about their employees and partners, many of whom they're friends with. They also drink like fish. So if you ever belly up to the bar with any of them, settle in for a few rounds. Conquer local. The conference, the academy, and everything they're doing with the community is headed in the right direction. Partners get a lot out of interacting with each other and learning what's working at different companies. Long-term vision. Vendasta isn't content with just the marketing stack. They want the whole meal deal. Think accounting products, security solutions, connectivity services like phone and internet. There will come a day when you can offer everything to SMBs under your own logo. Plus, with their investments in product-led growth, they're on the cutting edge of strategies that others aren't even thinking about. Vendasta cons. Confusing user experience. Robust platforms like Vendasta have one major drawback: complexity. It's easy to get lost. Switching between products is janky, and at times the whole thing feels Frankenstein together. It requires a significant learning curve, which is why a lot of partners rely on do-it-for-me services. Few integrations. Top marketing systems should play nicely with other systems, yet Vendasta has barely any integrations. There's a Salesforce connector, and that's about it. No Zapier, no HubSpot, no MailChimp, no Trello, no Shopify, no LeadsBridge, no Demandbase, no Workato. The list goes on. Business app isn't an actual app. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Business app is a misleading bait and switch. It should be a real app you can download to your device, not a web app you have to access awkwardly via a browser. It's got a long way to go before becoming the local OS it could be. Email and automation need work. Vendasta's email features leave a lot to be desired for those used to more advanced systems. A lot of the preloaded content is weak and disorganized, and it takes a while to get used to their campaigns. Marketing services are hit or miss. Look, I don't want to knock the entire marketing services team. They're good at making websites. They're efficient at reputation monitoring and listings management. That said, some services are difficult to fulfill. Digital ads and content production are tough to execute well at SMB price points, let alone as a white label provider. If I ran an agency, I would think twice about outsourcing certain services to anyone who isn't a true specialist in my market. Too much selling. Vendasta has a bad case of CSS, chronic sales syndrome. They're always pushing their solutions, even when they're trying to help, and it comes off too salesy. They'd say they're getting better with initiatives like the Academy and the community and value-based pricing, but it's still an issue. There's nothing wrong with selling, but it's often their only mode. If they gave more, they would get more. There you go. The good, the bad, and the ugly from my point of view. But here's the thing. All the stuff I don't like about Vendasta isn't better anywhere else. In most cases, it's worse. If anyone tells you that another company is all roses and no thorns, they're either a fool or a liar. Vendasta is as good as it gets. So, would I recommend Vendasta? Yes, I would. In fact, if I ran an agency or media company, here's what I would do. I would choose Vendasta's growth plan so I could access gray label services. I would use the snapshot report and publish articles about local businesses to get clients via consultative selling. I would watch all of the recordings from the Conquer Local Think Tank series and follow Dennis Yu's advice for lead generation and scaling my operations. I would form an accountability pod with other agency owners and media execs in the Vendasta community to stay motivated. And finally, when COVID settles down, I would attend the Conquer Local conference and do a round of shots or two with the entire executive team. There's more to it than that, but it's a good start. At the end of the day, Vendasta can be bare bones like a Ford Focus or fully loaded like a Ferrari. Either way, it's the skill of the person driving that makes all the difference. Vendasta review, bottom line. Vendasta is a brilliant concept once you've wrapped your head around it. No one else comes close to offering their breadth of solutions. If they can ever figure out a simplified story and user experience, they won't just conquer local, they'll conquer the world. There you go, my full Vendasta review. For the rest of the series, check out the links in the description. If you're at the point you just want to talk to someone or see Vendasta in action, drop me a line and I can hook you up with one of my buddies over there. Happy to make an introduction and see what I can do to get you the Devon discount. Again, links and contact info in the description. All right, folks, that's it. That's all. Cheers.